Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, Graceful Talks. And today I'm going to be talking about signs your relationship is toxic. Relationship is something we as human beings strive in. We love relationship. We're social beings and we love being in healthy relationships, whether with a partner or your spouse, whether with family, your parents, siblings, extended family. Relationship is something positive and we all strive to be part of and to benefit from. However, we know that some relationships can be toxic, be it with partners, be it with family members as well. Some relationship can really be toxic. So I'm going to be talking about the signs or how you know your relationship is toxic. One of them is domestic violence. If you are in a relationship where there's physical abuse, then that relationship is toxic. A relationship where there's violence, whether the violence emanates from you or the violence is to you, that is a toxic relationship. In fact, it's a no-no, because we've all heard about stories of people in domestic violent relationships where it ended up very, very negative. Perhaps it ended up in that person actually losing their life or even getting injured or getting maimed. It's not good for our well-being to be in a relationship like that. You know, the fear you have that somebody is going to physically assault you, somebody is going to physically abuse you, somebody is going to be violent towards you, the fear people around you experience as well, if that relationship has children as well. So once you are in a relationship like that, it's a toxic relationship, it's a no-no. Another sign you're in a toxic relationship is where you have verbal abuse as well. Verbal abuse. You are in a relationship where you're being told every day you are no good. You're being spoken down at. You're being told things like, had it not been for me, where would you be? You're being spoken down to. That's a toxic relationship. You're being told you're not good. That relationship is toxic. Another sign you're in a toxic relationship is financial control. There's some relationships where you're financially controlled by the other person. The income you earn is taken off you, and then they then begin to give you bits and pieces. They give you whatever they feel you should spend. Meanwhile, you're the one earning all that money, but then they're giving you what to spend. They take it off you and then give you what to spend. That relationship is toxic because you should have control over your finances. And that is not to let your partner or the other person know about what you earn. That's fine. You need to be open and transparent, but that finances shouldn't be taken off you and then given back to you in bits. You should be in control of your finances. You should be able to save and invest in your money as you wish and then give it to people as you wish. So once your finances is being controlled in a relationship, that relationship is toxic. And in some cases as well, once you know somebody as well is taking advantage of you because of your money, then that relationship is toxic. They only want you, they only need you because of the money you can give them. You need to begin to look into that a little bit more. Another sign your relationship is toxic is when you lose that freedom to be able to be yourself, that freedom to be able to express yourself. For example, you should be able to choose the clothes you want to wear. You should be able to choose the way you want to look. You should be able to choose how you want to wear your hair or what you want to do to your hair. But where you're in a relationship and the other person is controlling you about the way you look, the way you dress, the way your makeup should be, and you're not happy about that because you have your identity. Yes, when you go into relationship, you lose some part of your identity and come together as one. However, you still need to be comfortable in the identity you've changed into or metamorphosed into. that identity you're now in. You should be comfortable in the identity you're taking on now, not being forced into, that identity, the way you're looking, the way you have to dress. You have to dress to suit me in a certain way, or you're spoken down on because you're not looking in that particular way. That is a sign that, that relationship is toxic. Another sign your relationship is toxic is when the other person isn't happy about your achievements. They're not happy about your success. They want to put you down. That relationship is toxic, because there's some relationship where you just feel as if that person isn't happy with what you're doing, with what you're achieving. There's that sense of jealousy from that other person. They're not happy to celebrate you every time you achieve a success. It's like you can see it in them that they're not happy about it. There are even certain relationship as well. Once you tell them of your goals, your aims, your aspirations, they put you down. They tell you, oh, that thing isn't for you. It's not for people like you. They just talk down at you. That relationship is toxic, because you want somebody who is supportive. Because some of these things are things that are already in your head. You may not have the confidence. You may be thinking, are you able to achieve this? Am I able to do this? And you want somebody who is able to encourage you, somebody who is able to help you boost your confidence, not somebody who talks down on you, who sneakers and says, are you sure? Is this thing for you? They're not happy to see you aspire, to see you succeed. That relationship is toxic. Another sign a relationship is toxic is when it's all about that other person. Because in a relationship, it's give and take. You give and then you take as well. And the other way around as well. They give and then they take from you. It's a give and take. Relationship is give and take. Both of you benefit from that relationship. That's why you're in that relationship. Both ways. It's not one way. But there's certain relationship you just feel as if you're the one giving and giving and giving, and there's nothing in it for you. For example, you might call up that person and you want to talk. You want them to listen to you. But as soon as you call them, they bombard you with all their own issues. And the way you are, because you're supportive, you listen to everything they say, and then you then want to talk to them. And then they don't give you that opportunity to talk to them, because now they're busy, they're not even listening. And that keeps happening and happening and happening. All they do is just offload on you, they offload on you, but you don't have that opportunity to do the same, and you need that as well. It's a toxic relationship, because it should be give and take. It should be balanced. Just as you're supporting that person, they should be able to support you as well. Another sign a relationship is toxic is when that person expects so much from you, and then in return they don't give anything back. And I'm not talking about money, I'm not talking about finances, but it's just their time. They need to be able to give something back in relationship. And I think that ties to what I said previously, that it's a give and take relationship. Another sign the relationship is toxic is when you have that sad feeling. When you're sad, your body sometimes tells you how things are and how things are not right. And when you have that sad feeling, go and explore it a little bit more and find out why you are having that sad feeling, because it might be a sign that you are in a toxic relationship where you're sad. You're sad all the time. Go and explore that more, because that could also stem from other things. And that's why I would say go and explore that more. So, what can you do if you're in a toxic relationship? You have to go and renegotiate the terms. The only one you wouldn't be able to renegotiate the terms is the domestic violence relationship. It's a no no. It's a no no. Nobody should accept a domestic violent relationship, or a violent relationship at that. Nobody should. However, the other ones, you might be able to renegotiate the terms and go back to that person and let them know how you're feeling. You need to let them know how you're feeling, and that it needs to stop. It needs to stop for the relationship to move forward. Thank you for watching my channel, and thank you for subscribing, for liking, for sharing. Please put your comments below. I would love to hear from you. And please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification icon so that when new videos come, you get the alert. Thank you.